Hello everybody and welcome to my first Football Manager video on this YouTube channel. I have done a Journeyman series which has made me end up at Bognor Regis Town. We're just going to have a little look around the squad and we're going to play a game today. I have started this career mode already. We have gone into September because the game said I was 20 years old even though I am 21. So I thought I'd get to my 21st birthday and then start this series off. Just going to have a little look at me. I've started off obviously as a journeyman, so I'm 21 years old and I was originally unemployed. I'm on £400 a week until the 30th of June 2018. That's my contracted manager. As you can see there, my reputation is half a star with a licence. My past playing experience was a Sunday League footballer. I'm obviously English. And my favourite club is Southend United, up the Blues. Moving on into what I've done since I've started this Football Manager career mode. We're going to have a look at our transfer history. We've got a player on trial here. But in terms of transfer history, I've got a lot of players come in on a free, most of them being on trial. We signed Callum Flanagan from Solihull Moors. Very good player. Sam Higgins from East Thurrock for 4.5k, playing well up front. Brad Lindsay was a free transfer who was on trial. Mirza Sedjic, no idea if I've said that right. George Harms, Nathan Owen, Dan Lamyman and Andre Olakanmi, all on free transfers. And Norman Wabo, youngster from Southend, 19 years old, even younger than me. With some very good stats for the level that Bognor Regis play at. I do think one day he will be in the Southend squad, playing first team football regularly. He is doing really well for the under-23s at the moment at Southend. And there you can see his stats there. And then we did sell one player, Lorenzo Dolcetti, who went to Pavia in the... no idea where they play, but he went to Pavia. And we let him go on a free transfer. In terms of the start of the season, I've actually been really impressed with Bognor Regis' start of the season. Pre-season we started off with against Brighton. It was a fairly strong Brighton team. Ollie Pearce scoring there. Also against Portsmouth we lost 3-0. But again, very strong Portsmouth team. Obviously in League One, very big club for League One. And then we played more teams sort of appropriate to Bognor Regis' level. Played Eastleigh at home, beat them 3-2. Ollie Pearce, Ferdinand Taki, another player who I bought in, and Ibra Sakaja as well. For some reason they didn't come up on the transfer history. Hereford. Also Hereford, speaking about Hereford, they do have a little soft spot in my heart, having family up there. They took me to my first ever football game when I was 5 years old. And then in terms of the start of the season, we went really well. We beat Bath 3-1 at home, Ollie Pearce and Ferdinand Taki. Beat Paul 4-0 away, again Ferdinand Taki and Ibra Sakaja, Ibrahimovic wannabe, scoring a hat-trick. We then went to Welling, drew 3-3. Norman Wabo was brought in that week, just before Welling came in on his debut and scored 2 goals. We then went to Whitehawk. We played Whitehawk at home, beat them 4-0. Western Super, well, they had a Western Super, lost 4-1. And then this is where things got difficult for me. Obviously being an Essex lad myself and moving down to Bognor Regis on this game, I didn't really have happy homecomings. 2 away games on the trot. We had East Thurrock away, lost 1-0. And Chelmsford away, lost 3-2. Lee Barnard, ex-Southend player, scoring 2 against me there. But sandwiched in the middle of that was a 3-2 win against Eastbourne Borough. Sort of a local derby, in a way, for Bognor Regis. And then after Chelmsford, we lost 2-1 at home to Hungerford. Having my first back-to-back losses of the season there. But then we did bounce back against Wealdstone, who were in the top 3 at the time. We were in the top 6. And Wealdstone Raider would not have been happy, but we beat them 6-2 there after going 1-0 down. And then in the last game we drew against Hemel Hempstead 1-1. 90th minute equaliser there for Hemel Hempstead. And today we start off the day after my 21st birthday with an FA Cup second qualifying round away to Sevenoaks in Kent. And we ain't going to mess about, we're going to go straight into it. So as you can see there on the table, we've got Dartford leading the way, Wealdstone Raiders in second. Their only loss of the season coming against us, 6-2 at home to Bognor Regis. We've had 3 defeats, as previously mentioned. Dartford going for the Invincibles, thinking they're Man City. And we're going to go straight into this FA Cup second qualifying round game away at Sevenoaks. Just have a little scroll through the fixtures as well while we're here. So obviously we're looking for a few upsets, looking to get into the FA Cup, or quite far in the qualifying rounds at least. I wouldn't expect us to obviously go really, really far in the FA Cup, but you do get your non-league sides that do go reasonably far, hoping to be one of them. As you can see, we're 1 to 10 favourites, if you're a betting man. 15 to 1 for Sevenoaks. We're going to select the team. We have had a few injury problems. Norman Wabbo is injured, out for another 4 to 7 weeks. A lot of defensive injuries, and now we've got a midfield injury. So the squad, it is getting a bit pushed. We are going to start Doug Tuck in centre midfield. We'll change his to that, so he gets a high. We're going to have to bring in Jolie, and then my reserves is not looking too good at the moment. So there's that. And then we are also going to... I'm actually going to start Ibra Sakadja in place of Ferdinand Taki, just to give Ferdinand Taki a rest. He has been playing well. And also we've got a game in the next couple of days after this one, I believe. Oh no, we haven't. So, but Ferdinand Taki can come off the bench and do a job for us, hopefully. Impact sub. I am going to be playing this first game in 3D, as you can see. Might be a little bit laggy. It is really laggy. We're going to move into the dressing room. We'll talk to the team. And we will kick off the game. And there we go. We go 1-0 up through Dan Beck, assisted by Ben Swallow. Lovely goal there. Oh, I can change it. Okay, I'm just going to progress through the game and hopefully get a win in the FA Cup. Not really much happening in the first half. Coming up to the 25th minute. Still 1-0. Last 5 minutes, a lot of possession for Sevenoaks, but we get throw in. Mute and Dan Beck is there to make it 2-0. And a really well taken goal. Jimmy Mute on the right wing, lovely cross. Beck with the header. Just go have a look at this Crittenden because I recognise the name. His name is Sam Crittenden. Doesn't tell me where he's played. Just coming up to half time now. Really strong performance in the first half. A few players looking complacent, but You would expect that with Sevenoaks being a few leagues below us. Going to get into the team talk. Just tell the team that they're really expected to prove a point. So I'm very happy with the way things are going. It looks very good. Looks like we're going to progress in the FA Cup to a further qualifying round. Hand over to the assistant and we'll start the second half. Oh, did that hit the bar? I think that hit the bar there from Ibra Sakadja. We'll make subs around the 60th minute. Probably bring Ibra Sakadja off. Dan Beck on 62% condition. He is coming back from an injury, unfortunately. Also, one of my more experienced players. We'll actually bring him off now for Leah. We'll just change that to a ball-winning midfielder in support, and also we'll bring on Ferdinand Tiaki for Ibra Sakadja, just so he gets a little run out. I'm going to have to move my face cam up and confirm changes. So quite a straightforward game going on here. Just going to move my face cam back down. And there it is. It's 3-0. Oh no, it's offside. Ollie Pearce, don't worry. Coming up now to the 80th minute. Sevenoaks do have a free kick there, which Lincoln comfortably saves. We're on the counter-attack, and there it is, 3-0, Ollie Pearce. Looks like we will be advancing in the FA Cup, which is good to see because we do need some finances. I'll go through the finances after the end of the game. Coming up now to full time, so hopefully the boys just see it out. Shouldn't concede 3 goals in this time. Might get another one here. Ibra Sakadja, what a save from the keeper. Get a corner. Ben Swallow to take. It's a really poor corner from Ben Swallow. 2 minutes of added time and a relatively comfortable win for Bognor Regis. The Rocks, and I'd imagine that'll be it. Yeah, there we go. Full time. A relatively comfortable win. Boys did well. And we advance into the FA Cup. We'll leave the match. I will actually show you the draw. I'll simulate the draw and see who we get in the third qualifying round. Bognor Regis, there we go. Received 4.5k, so that's a week's wages covered. I will just show you the finances quickly. There we go. We are currently overspent a little bit in the wage budget, not by a lot, only by about £500. So that win there in the FA Cup does cover for that. We'll also have a look at our little staff. We've got 4 coaching staffs in the coaching team. We've got myself as manager, Darren Kilpatrick, who is really good assistant manager, Luke Cooper as goalkeeping coach, and Neil Cockcroft as fitness coach. We'll move on into the draw before we wrap this episode up. Got to wait a couple of days for the draw. Skip through that. Roster reports on training. Also, I've got an under-23 manager, which you just saw there, Rossiter. And we will go into the third round draw of the FA Cup third round qualifying. See there, Buxton getting a big win against Romulus. And we've got one of my defenders coming back into full training, which is good because we've got defensive issues at the moment with terms of injuries. we'll skip through to the third round draw. And my assistant manager there starting a coaching course, which is really good. Hopefully we'll bring some of that experience in. And we'll move on now, hopefully, into the third qualifying round draw. Is it going to load? There we go. FA Cup third round qualifying round draw. We'll view the draw. Just going to have to move my face cam up again. We'll do an automatic draw just so we're not sat here for ages. Actually, I've pressed the wrong button there. Go draw all teams. We'll go to the inbox, find out who we get, and we get a draw against Dulwich Hamlet, which will be an interesting game. Hopefully we will win. South London side, Dulwich Hamlet. We'll see what happens there. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like, leave a comment with ways to improve. And shout out to a few people, especially Big Nutty Dan, for getting me into Football Manager. I'll leave his link in the description. Anyway, guys, that will be it for today. Goodbye.